Alright, back with another reaction video. I will include the links to the artist and to the particular video that I'll be reacting to, because my channel's not monetized. This content is not monetizable because of the copyright rules. And that's a good thing. I'd rather see a good artist get paid. But if you want to support what I do here, you can at these @ on the screen right now. Now, my thing is, I'm a music major. I got my associates in music in 2018. I'm currently working on finishing an associate's program for something called music business. It has everything to do with production and marketing and legal stuff. But I'm not very well versed on popular music. I just don't listen to a lot of it. It's just sort of not my thing. But I'm reacting to some videos so I can get an idea of what is out there and what things are popular right now. And I try to take a look at the structure of some of these songs, some basic ideas as far as rhythms and chords and vocal and instrumental parts, and I also listen for some of the production qualities of some of these pieces of music. So as far as the mix and how the different tracks have been engineered together, and I get a feel for the aesthetic of a group or an artist from the music video when it's available. I try to find something that does have a music video to accompany it, because it's more fun. But I did a couple of K-pop groups already. I gotta say, I'm really enjoying the types of songs that they put together, and the production behind it. Even the musicality of it, I have enjoyed it so far. It's very reminiscent of like pop music the way I remember it. It has kind of changed here in the West. It's gotten a lot simpler in my interpretation of it. Anyhow, it's musically speaking, things have kind of gotten much more accessible, let's say, as far as the composition of a lot of these recordings and such. But I enjoyed the K-pop stuff, so I thought I'd do another look for the popular groups and then do some reaction videos to them. I really enjoyed the track from the group called Twice, and then there was also another group, aespa, or I believe that's how it's pronounced. But both of them were fun. They were upbeat, dynamic. There was a lot going on with those particular songs. And so I have decided to take a look at another group today. This is a group called Blackpink, but it says Blackpink and PUBG Mobile, which is interesting. I don't know how this is. I don't know what this is. PUBG is a game, of course. I have played PUBG before, so I know what PUBG is. But yeah, I don't know what the crossover is exactly, but hey, I'm down. So far, these K-pop girl groups are like a lot of fun, so I mean, why not, you know? So anyways, check this out. Blackpink, X PUBG Mobile, and the song is called Ready for Love.
오늘 하루도 내 머릿속엔 오직 와요 you Can't get you out of my head 밤새 비워낸 병에 새긴 blue Yeah 넌 도대체 몇 번을 내 맘 가져다 버린 건지 몰라 생각에 기차는 쉬지 않고 달려가 밤새 못 자 Yeah 넌 아쉬울 때만 Yeah 그저 아쉬울 때만 내 Yeah 그래 아쉬울 때라도 너라면 좋으니까 이젠 기다릴 것도 없잖아 겁낼 필요도 없잖아 네 심장의 색깔을 보여줘 정말 내 세상에 네가 필요해 두 눈을 떠본 네 앞에 Here I am I'm ready for love Tell me when you're ready cause I'm already ready Tell me when you're ready cause I'm ready for love 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 Ready or not here I come and I'm running like a snail I never know if you wanted what if love wasn't what it was supposed to be What if there's no Romeo for me No hope no roses no more notes to read So I keep my eyes closed to see what I need is forever and forever baby not sometimes when you want it then you best come find me cause I'm ready 이젠 기다릴 것도 없잖아
Oh, are they in the game? Were they like included in some DLC or something? Like, I mean, I don't know. I don't play it, so I missed it, obviously. But, is this them? Is it? I mean, cause I can see the images, so I'm guessing they CGI'd them. It's pretty high quality CGI stuff. I wonder if the developers legit provided the animation for this, and that's what justifies the crossover. Cause it looks like it. You know what I mean? It looks like it was done, both. I mean, by the industry or something. Let's see. I'm gonna go back and hear it from the beginning. So far, really, really good vocal stuff. The track seems like the instruments, the bass and the percussion and stuff. It seems fairly straightforward. It's not too complicated. There's much more going on in terms of rhythms in the actual voice parts, which sound good too. There's some big voices in this group. I'm seeing that there's 4 of them. So there's a little more room, a little more space, compared to something like Twice. Let me see. Their voices are bigger, at least in production, right, than the aespa group. It might also be a language thing, although I noticed in this track here, in the beginning at least, it seemed like there was a combination of Korean and English lyrics then. And there's a very anime-like, they're adopting certain things from animes that I see, because it reminds me of a lot of anime themes, like how it just sort of cuts to the musical part, and you're halfway into the first phrase, and then you start to see the credits pop up, and you go, oh, it's a theme, okay, all right, and then it goes through this whole sequence or whatever. and there's a lot of that. The way the lyrics are done, it's the same thing where I guess in the animes you have Japanese lyrics, and then there'd be one word like blue that's said in English, and but it doesn't sound it doesn't really sound like an anime theme. It sounds like a pop song. I mean, I'm just noticing some of these little ideas that I have seen there too. But anyways, let me start this one over just one more time.
오늘 하루도 내 머릿속엔 오직 와요 you Can't get you out of my head 밤새 비워낸 병에 새긴 blue Yeah 넌 도대체 몇 번을 내 맘 가져다 버린 건지 몰라 생각에 기차는 쉬지 않고 달려가 밤새 못 자 Yeah 넌 아쉬울 때만 Yeah 그저 아쉬울 때만 내 Yeah 그래 아쉬울 때라도 너라면 좋으니까 이젠 기다릴 것도 없잖아 겁낼 필요도 없잖아 네 심장의 색깔을 보여줘
There's almost like sort of a Latin sort of rhythmic style that is in there, a little and some of those, even right here, this vocal line da 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 da, like it just there's something about that sounds a little bit Latin. Relatively simple chord progression. It's not a whole lot going on, but there's enough to fill out all the space. The vocals really stand out in this though. The rest of the track is not doesn't have like the biggest qualities here. This is all vocal and it's good. It's not they sound good. They sound these are very strong voices, each of them. I'm gonna listen a little bit more since there's only 4. I think I can manage to try and associate a particular voice with who it belongs to, I guess. But let me see.
정말 내 세상에 네가 필요해 두 눈을 떠본 네 앞에 Here I am I'm ready for love Tell me when you're ready cause I'm already ready Tell me when you're ready cause I'm ready for love I'm ready for love I'm ready for love I'm ready for love, I'm ready for love Ready or not, here I come and I'm running like a snail I never know if you wanted what if love wasn't what it was supposed to be What if there's no Romeo for me? No hope, no roses, no more notes to read So I keep my eyes closed to see what I need is forever and forever Baby, not sometimes when you want it then you best come find me Cause I'm ready 이젠 기다릴 것도 없잖아 겁낼 필요도 없잖아 네 심장의 색깔을 보여줘 정말 내 세상에 네가 필요해 두 눈을 떠본 네 앞에 Here I am I'm ready for love Tell me when you're ready cause I'm already ready Tell me when you're ready cause I'm ready for love I'm ready for love I'm ready for love I'm ready for love I'm ready for love
So there's some good vibrato in these. Like these seem like relatively simple parts. Or when you hear something that's sung, but because it's animated, it's a little bit, it'd be different if you were watching them perform it. because some of this they're really like leaning into like a lot. Some of these little licks and some of this stuff, they're they're putting a lot behind it, and but they sound good. They sound like really the rap part. Again, like if English is not the first language, that was pretty solid for I mean that because we're talking about like a very sort of specialized type of vocal performance. Um, so that was pretty solid if they're just going off of the sound. Uh, but yeah, let me see how this one, how they wrap this one up here. But it's good. It's good. It's a little. Like I said the track is a little bit more laid back than. Yeah, it's about the same as the aespa track, but the vocals on this are like are way up there. They're like they're the strongest part of this particular production here.
모든 것이 날 황홀하게 해 기쁘게 해 나쁠 거 없잖아 난 모든 걸 나 위에 던질 때 널 지켜줄게
Okay, so yeah, pretty strong vocal work there. Like they sounded good. I'd want to hear some more songs from them. But I like it. Yeah, I so far I have enjoyed all of this K-pop stuff. It's so confusing, like a lot of these, because I'll go to one of their channels and like it's just got so much content in it, and there's all these different videos, and I'm like, I don't know which one's the actual music video. I can't tell. There's all these teasers and little like behind the scenes things and all, and I'm like, wow, it's just flooded with content. So that's pretty strong on the marketing side. But it was a solid production all around. And the vocals carried it. They just did. They carried. There's enough there going on with the music itself, with the beat, relatively simple chords, the vocal rhythms, the harmonization, and especially a couple like when it's their turn to take the lead and have their part, out in front. They're all very strong in what they do. The rap stylings, I don't know who like there's. I imagine there's a couple of sopranos in this group probably, but I don't know who's specifically. There's seem to be a higher pitch or register for the blonde-haired performer. And she seemed to counter mostly with the the dark-haired one, right? I mean, but if you know who they are, you know what I'm talking about. There's a voice that was sort of paired with hers whenever they would sing parts. It looked really very well though. They really like held that upper register part. Yeah, no, it was solid. It was enjoyable. So far, I have enjoyed all of the everything that K-pop has to offer, at least from these K-pop girl groups. Um, yeah, I have a couple more that I'm gonna take a listen to, and yeah, so that was Blackpink, a crossover with PUBG Mobile, which was interesting. That was cool. Like I said, I don't know who was behind the animation process. Looks like it very well could have been, what is it, Epic Games, or you know what I mean, like whatever, whoever handles their animation, because it was, you know, industry standard. But that was Blackpink. The song was "Ready for Love."